How you guys doing? This is Corina Fabi back with you with your trading expert. And in this opportunity, we're about to talk the differences between to be a scalper, a swing trader, and a long-term trader. As you all know, those differences are just based on the type of risk and also the size of your account. So, most people, when we start trading on the FX market, of course, we want to go low risk, meaning that you want to start your investment with, of course, money that you can afford to lose, but also money that you can take the most out of it. And that's when it comes the decision of if to be a swing trader, to be a scalper, or just to be a long-term trader. Now, there's like many opinions in terms of what is better for you, what is not that good for you, and there's opinion as many traders there's in the market. So what I'm about to tell you is just 50% of facts and 50% of course the view I have of the market, regarding my experience. So I started it being a swing trader. The market does a swing of the day. It's not going to move farther than that. So a swing of the day or a swing of market, it could be 20 pips, it could be 40, it could be 50. So there's no such a thing as you can always get the 20 pips from your trading every single day. Sometimes the market is not going to give you that. Sometimes it's just a consolidation and there's just nothing to do. So the fact is that not every time you can actually get the swing of the day or you can actually trade. Like some days there's just nothing to do with the market, that's it. So that's one thing. Now, like I said, I started being like a swing trader and I was always expecting that swing to happen. I was always expecting the market to give me that exactly market range of the day. And guess what? Many times I was having my transaction, I was positive a few pips, and then all of a sudden the market just was turning around and just making a reversal, giving me, instead of sell prices, just buy prices, and vice versa. So, and that took me a few months until I realized that just get what you can from the market. Don't expect anything else. Don't expect the swing of the market to be done. Don't expect to have a long-term trading and to be safe with that. So I decided to become a scalper. Now, what scalping means? Scalping is not a strategy. It's just a technique. It's just a way to trade the range of the market on that day. So I heard many stories about scalping. You're gonna see, traders that they're just going to tell you, scalping is just to hold the transaction for 1 minute, or the scalping is just to get those 5 pips between the range, or the scalping is just to trade on 1 minute time frame on your chart, and then you just keep doing that until the volume of the market of the day is done. Now, like I said, there's many opinions about that, and if it works for you, that's perfect. Now, what it works for me and what I've been taught in New York, of course, training with mentors, they basically, what they do is that they recognize first the market of the range, and then once you get the range of that day, you divide that range between all possible bounds of the market. And let's give an example. We have the euro dollar that we have the range between 113.50 down to 113 level. So that's your range. Now, between 113.50 down to 113, you may have a lot of possible buy levels where the market is just not going to give you the entire market range, but it's going to give you like little by little, just a few pips from that market range. So the way it works is that you have to define first the range of the market, then you put a line between all those possible buy levels where you have to be careful because you want to sell, or the projection of the day is to sell. So once you have that range defined, you have from point A to point B, then you have all those levels where the market could possibly go for buyers, and you're gonna see your transaction being positive, but then drops from 113.50 down to 113.47, 45, and that's it. And it's not going to drop anymore. And it's going to move back up to your 13.50, and then it's going to turn to buyers. You know what I mean? So the fact is that scalping, to me, it ended up to be actually the safest way to trade, and also the most profitable way to trade. And also, of course, you missed many good transactions, because of course, once the price starts freezing in a level where you already have your line of the price and you know that it may bounce back up, you want to take the profit. But sometimes it freezes a little bit and then it drops too hard, and then you miss that trade. Now, the question is, you rather have 6 to 7 to 8 secure pips, or you want to expect those 20 or 40 pips that are never going to happen, and then the market turns back up around your transaction and then you miss everything? So I'm going to leave you with that question, and my suggestion is try in 2 different trading accounts. One, watch the videos that we have how to do your price map for scalping, and then on a different account try to gain the market range. We also have those videos in the channel where you have how to define your price map, the mapping of the price on the chart, on the crosses that you want to work with, and try both, and then see how you manage first your emotions on both cases, and secondly, how you feel more comfortable with. Because many people say, you know, scalping is too crazy, it's too, you know, like too short for me. You know, I cannot do it in 15 minutes or 5 minutes chart, so I'm gonna go for the swing. And then you go for the swing, and they'll say, you know, the market is turning around too fast. I can't finally get anything done on the day, so you're gonna be having that inner conversation many times. One thing is certain: don't change your beliefs. Once you feel comfortable with one strategy or one technique to trade, stick to it. Don't change it for anything. Stick to it, because you know, on the long run, your brain is going to start to identify those patterns, and you're going to end up isolating the emotional side, so you're going to get better and better and better being a scalper, or being better and better and better being a swing trader. So don't change the way you decide how to trade, because like I said, that inner conversation between being a scalper, being a swing trader, or being a long-term trader is going to happen, and it happens for everyone. And don't let that to change your thoughts and to change the way you want to trade with. Just first feel comfortable one way, and then stick to it every single time. Don't change it, because like I said, it's going to happen for the scalper, it's going to happen for the swing trader, and at the end of the day, you're not going to decide what to do, because there's no such a thing as the right way. It's your way, and it's the way you decide how it works for you. So I really hope this can help you to decide at the end what's going to work well. Like I said, try both. See how you behave on both cases, and that's going to bring you the answer.